Hi, I'm pressed on time right now because I gotta pick up my twins from kindergarten. So I'm gonna take my mom's chicken curry recipe and bastardize it a little bit. Mom, if you're watching, I'm sorry. Her chicken curry is so delicious, and when I do have time, I'll make the full curry the way it's supposed to be. But today I'm gonna make all this in my slow cooker, and I've never done this. I'm just hoping that it turns out delicious because I've got about 1.5 pounds of organic chicken, and it's gonna go bad. I don't want to put it in the freezer quite yet, so I'm just gonna hope for the best that I can modify my mom's recipe and make it in the slow cooker, and it will still be equally delicious. I also have a toddler that's melting down in the background, so I apologize for any screams or yells. So I've got my crock pot here, and I put it on high, and I just fill the bottom with some olive oil. And in there, I'm going to add one onion that I just sliced. I'm also going to add about a teaspoon, I think a teaspoon, let's see. Sorry, I'm reading the notes from a recipe that's about 15 years old now. Maybe about 1.5 teaspoons ginger garlic paste. You can make your own ginger garlic paste. I ran out, so I have some from the Indian store. It's basically a 2/3 ginger pureed and 1/3 garlic. And you can also just chop up the ginger and garlic. That's fine too. And I'm gonna add in there about a teaspoon of turmeric and a teaspoon of ground coriander, a teaspoon of ground cumin, and just maybe a 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper. I keep all my spices in a spice container that looks like this. And this is where all my spices that I use to cook are. We're having serious meltdown, so I'll be right back. Hold on. So traditionally, all of this is sort of cooked, and you make a masala. I'm going to grab a wooden spoon. And you do it on the stove, but I'm so pressed on time that that's just not going to happen. I don't want to add raw chicken to my slow cooker, so I do have my chicken here, and I'm just broiling it. And it's about time that I go ahead and I flip it right now. So let me go do that. I'm going to flip my chicken. I just have the broiler on a high setting. And flipping. There we go, just a few more minutes there. And now I need to add maybe 1 cinnamon stick and about 2 green cardamom cloves. These are whole cardamons. I'm also going to add about 6 cloves, or 3 cloves I mean. Sorry, 3 cloves. 3 cloves. And I'm just going to give this a nice stir. You can see that right here. I'm going to stir it up. Stir this all up. And my slow cooker is on high right now. And I think that's really it. I've got my turmeric, I've got my chili powder, coriander powder, cumin powder, my ginger garlic paste, I've got my cinnamon stick, my cardamom, and my cloves. And I'm also going to add a special ingredient, and if you don't have it, it's okay. This is makes it a little more Bangladeshi flavor. It's a special, very dark colored coriander powder, and I've never seen it anywhere in the US. I've never seen it in Bangladeshi markets or Indian supermarkets. I got it from my mom, who got it from Bangladesh, so if you don't have it, don't add it, but I'm going to go grab it right now. This is one of my most cherished powders. I've had it for a long time. It's delicious. I don't know where else you can replicate this flavor. If you don't have it, don't worry. I'm adding about a teaspoon or so. And now I also need to add some tomato paste. So maybe about 3 tablespoons or so. I'm just gonna eyeball this. 1, 2, 3. I really like Trader Joe's tomato paste because it comes in a tube like this, and you can just put it in your fridge. Usually I have little cans and they go bad, and it's terrible, and I feel so terrible about it. So I've got this in here, and now I'm just gonna go and grab my chicken, and I'm gonna put it in this, in my crock pot right here. So I'm gonna grab that chicken without burning my hands. There we go. And lastly, I'm just gonna go get some potatoes, and I'm going to chop it up and put them in here. So I'll be right back in just a sec. So I took roughly about 5 potatoes and I just quartered them. So they're about this size. I left them roughly pretty big. I mean, you can compare it to my hand. They're pretty big chunks. I don't want my potatoes to get crazy mushy. So I'm gonna keep them large. I'm just throw this in here. Just put it right on the top, let it cook up, and I'm gonna add a little bit of water. I should probably measure this. Let me see, hold on. Let's start with 1/3 of a cup. And I'm also gonna add some salt. About a teaspoon's worth. I'm just roughly measuring it. And that's it. Top goes on. It's on high. Now my fingers are crossed, and I really hope for the best. I think this will be done in about 6 hours. It's 2:19 right now. It's gonna be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 7:19. Maybe it'll be done around 6 or so. So I think 4 or 6 hours. I will definitely check on it in 4 hours, see if this is done. And I hope this comes out well. If it does, I'll post this recipe. And now I'm gonna pick up my kids. Success. I am so happy. I got the girls. We went to the park. It's about 5:19. So the chicken curry has been cooking for 3 hours on high in my crock pot. And as soon as I opened the door to my house, it smelled like chicken curry. And my meat is perfectly cooked. It's falling off the bone. The curry is flavorful. The potatoes are soft and cooked. The only thing I need is a little bit of salt. My mouth's actually salivating because it smells so good and it's going to taste so good. And it was so fast. I am so happy. This is a glorious day. Success!